Dear students, Assalamu alaikum and welcome to the second lecture of the textbook of grade 10. Dear students, as you know, we are discussing the first unit, simplicity and humility of Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Dear students, in the previous lecture, as you know, we have discussed simplicity and humility. That what is the difference between simplicity and humility? As I told you that simplicity means not being too much extravagant and humility means being humble. The second point that we discussed in the previous lecture was behavior of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in public gatherings. As you know that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam behaved in a very simple way in the public gathering. The third point that we discussed was, is there any difference among us on the basis of color, caste and creed? So no, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam always treated in the same manner to all the people. The fourth point that we discussed was importance of simplicity. So Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, simplicity is the part of your faith, means simplicity is of great importance. Dear students, today in the second lecture we are going to discuss four another points in this lecture. So today we are going to discuss that simplicity of Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that he led a very simple life. He taught us etiquettes of life. The third point that we will discuss would be importance to everyone, that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam gave importance to everyone. And the fourth point would be respect for elders and guests, that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam always respected the elders and guests and also taught us that we should respect the elders and guests. Dear students, now we are coming towards the text. Amr ibn al-Harith, one of Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam companions. Amr ibn al-Harith जो मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम के सहाबा इकराम में से एक थे. He was from one of the followers of Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Said that when the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam died, that when Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam passed away, जब आप sallallahu alaihi wasallam की वफ़ात हो चुकी थी, he left neither money nor anything else except his white riding mule, his arms and a piece of land which he left to charity. He is describing Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that he left nothing except a few things. And what were these things that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam left? That he left a mule, a kind of horse, his arms, a few weapons, and a piece of land which he left to charity. Charity is the thing that someone leaves to someone to someone needy, means for Muslims. So Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam left a mule, a few weapons, a piece of land to the Muslims. So he left neither money nor anything else except, उन्होंने ना तो रकम छोड़ी और ना कोई चीज़ सिवाय his white riding mule, उन्होंने सवारी के सफ़ेद खच्चर, and his arms, उनके असले, and a piece of land which he left to charity, और ज़मीन का एक टुकड़ा जो वो वक्फ़ कर चुके थे. So Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam passed away, he left three main things to the Muslims. So what were these things? उन्होंने ना तो रकम छोड़ी ना कोई और चीज़ सिवाय उन्होंने सवारी के सफ़ेद खच्चर, उनके असले और ज़मीन का एक टुकड़ा जो वो वक्फ़ कर चुके थे। इसके अलावा मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ने कुछ भी नहीं छोड़ा। You can guess that how simple Muhammad ﷺ was, that when he was leaving this world, he had only these three things. Hazrat Muhammad ﷺ lived his hard life till he died, although the Muslim treasury was at his disposal. Hazrat Muhammad ﷺ lived a very tough life and died. Although he had the wealth, he had the power, and he had the authority to use this power, to use this wealth, but he didn't use. मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ने एक मुश्किल ज़िंदगी गुजारी। मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ने वफ़ात तक एक ऐसी सख्त मुश्किल ज़िंदगी गुजारी। Although the Muslim treasury was at his disposal, अगरचे मुसलमानों के ख़जाने के ख़र्च का इख्तियार उनके पास था, फिर भी क्या किया? हालांकि मुसलमानों के ख़जाने के ख़र्च का इख्तियार भी उनके पास था। द ग्रेटर पार्ट ऑफ द अरेबियन पेनिनसुला, द ग्रेटर पार्ट ऑफ द अरेबियन पेनिनसुला वॉज मुस्लिम। जज़ीरा नमा अरब का ज़्यादातर हिस्सा मुसलमान था। जज़ीरा नमा अरब का ज़्यादातर हिस्सा मुसलमान था। हज़रत मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम and the Muslims were victorious after 18 years of his mission, and Muslims were the winners. Muslims were the victorious of after the 18 year of the struggle, 18 years of the struggle. So the Muhammad sallam was the leader, but he didn't use anything of the Muslims. He was very simple. जज़ीरा नमा अरब का ज़्यादातर हिस्सा मुसलमान था। उनके 18 सालों की मुहिम के बाद मुसलमान फतयाब हुए थे। हज़रत मोहम्मद सल्लम despite his responsibilities as a Nabi, despite means in spite of his responsibilities as a Nabi, his quality of being responsible, that Muhammad sallam, in spite of being responsible Nabi, a teacher, एक उस्ताद, a statesman means policy maker, political leader, and a judge, a decision maker. एक नबी, एक उस्ताद, एक सियासतदान और एक जज की ज़िम्मेदारियों के बावजूद, हाउ सिंपल वाज मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम, दैट एक नबी की ज़िम्मेदारियाँ, एक उस्ताद, एक सियासतदान और एक जज होने के बावजूद हज़रत मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम यूज्ड टू मिल्क हिज गोट। हज़रत मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम यूज्ड टू मिल्क हिज गोट means he was, even then he was milking his goats, mend his clothes, mend mean to repair his clothes, repair his shoes means mend his shoes, and help with his household work means, and he was also busy with his wives at home in house chores. हाउ सिंपल वाज मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम, वो अपनी बकरियों का दूध भी दो लेते थे। एक नबी, एक उस्ताद, एक सियासतदान और जज की ज़िम्मेदारियों के बावजूद मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम अपनी बकरियों का दूध खुद दोते, अपने कपड़े खुद सीते, अपने जूते खुद मुरम्मत करते और घर के कामों में भी हाथ बटाते हाउ सिंपल वाज मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम, दैट वी हैव डिस्कस्ड the first point, that simplicity of Hazrat Muhammad sallam. So how simple was Muhammad sallam, that he used to milk his goat, mend his clothes, repair his shoes and help with the household work. And now we are coming toward the second point, that he taught us the etiquettes of life. He used to visit ailing persons, means he used to visit the sick person, the people who were sick at that time, he used to visit to them. and exhorted means advised all Muslims to do likewise, to do the same. He used to visit the sick persons and also advised all the Muslims to do the same. वो बीमारों की तीमारदारी करने जाते और मुसलमानों को भी ऐसा ही करने की नसीहत की. He also helped his companions in digging a trench. Though he was a big leader, but he was very simple. He also helped his companions to digging a trench by moving sand with them. Means he used to shovel the ditches which were the need of the time, and used to remove the clay from these ditches. Means he also helped his companions in digging a trench. वो खंदक खोदने में भी अपने साथियों की मदद करते, बाय मूविंग सैंड विद देम, और उनके साथ उसमें से मट्टी भी हटाते. तो पूरे का क्या तर्जुमा होगा? आप सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ने अपने सहाबा की खंदक खोदने और उससे मट्टी हटाने में भी मदद की. द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, whenever he visited a person, he would first greet him and then take his permission to enter the house. Whenever Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam visited someone, first he used to greet him, to pay salam to him, and then asked him to asked about his permission to enter the house. Permission means allowance, whether someone is allowing you or not. So Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam क्या करते थे? Whenever he visited a person, जब कभी वो किसी शख्स की तरफ जाते, he would first greet him, वो पहले उसे सलाम करते, and then take his permission to enter the house, और फिर घर में दाखिले की उससे इजाज़त लेते. जब कभी मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम किसी के घर जाते तो वो पहले सलाम करते और फिर उनसे घर में दाखिले की इजाज़त लेते. He sallallahu alaihi wasallam advised the people to follow this etiquette and not to get annoyed if anyone declined to give permission. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam advised us that if someone is not allowing because of some reason, then you should not be angry at him or her that he is not allowing you at home. Maybe he is busy somewhere else, or in a such activity in which he does not want to disgrace you. मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ने हमें ये भी आदाब ज़िंदगी सिखाए कि अगर हमें इस बात से बिल्कुल गुस्सा नहीं होना चाहिए अगर हमें कोई अपने घर में दाखिले की इजाज़त नहीं देता. For it was quite likely the person concerned. So there are a number of chances that the person that you are visiting might be was busy otherwise, and did not mean any disrespect, and he does not want to disgrace you, does not want to insult you. Maybe he is busy somewhere and he does not want to disgrace you. मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ने हमें ये भी सिखाया कि अगर कोई शख्स आपको अपने घर में आने की इजाज़त नहीं देता तो आपको उस पर गुस्सा नहीं होना चाहिए. इसके कभी इम्कानात हैं कि वो मुताल्लिका शख्स किसी और काम में मसरूफ़ है और वो आपकी बेतौकीरी नहीं करना चाहता. So now we have covered the second point, that a few that were related to the etiquettes of life, that whenever we are going to someone's home, we should take permission from him. If he is not allowing us, then we should not be angry at them because they may be busy in some activity and they don't want to disgrace you. Now we are coming toward the third point, that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam always gave importance to everyone. Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was always the first to greet another and would not withdraw his hand from a handshake till the other man withdrew his. It was the habit of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that whenever he meets someone, Whenever he met someone, he first greeted and didn't withdraw, didn't pull out his hand until the other person is not pulling out. Means he was giving importance to everyone that you are important for me. So मोहम्मद सल्लम ने हमेशा सलाम में पहल की एंड वुड नॉट विड्रा हिज हैंड, और कभी भी अपना हाथ नहीं हटाया फ्रॉम अ हैंड शेक, हाथ मिलाने से, टिल द अदर मैन विड्रा हिज, जब तक कि दूसरे शख्स ने अपना हाथ नहीं हटाया। मोहम्मद सल्लम ने हमेशा सलाम में पहल की और अपना हाथ पीछे नहीं किया जब तक कि दूसरा शख्स अपना हाथ पीछे न कर दे। If one wanted to say something in his ears, if someone wanted to say something while he was close to him, he would not turn away till one had finished. So Muhammad sallam always paid his 100% attention towards him, that what he is saying. It means that he was giving importance to everyone, that what is he saying, it is important, and if it is not important, then whatever it is, I am giving you importance, that your whatever you are saying is important for me. If one wanted to say something in his ears, अगर किसी ने उनके कानों में कुछ कहना चाहा, he would not turn away till one had finished, वो दूसरी तरफ नहीं मुड़े जब तक कि उस शख्स ने अपनी बात ख़त्म न कर दी हो, मुकम्मल न कर दी हो। Now I discussed the third point, that importance to everyone. Muhammad sallam always gave importance to everyone, that he didn't even remove his ear from the person who is talking to him, or didn't withdraw his hands until the other person withdrew his hand. Anas raziyallahu ta'ala anhu, one of Hazrat Muhammad sallam companions, said that there was no person whom they loved more than the Nabi Hazrat Muhammad sallam. Anas raziyallahu ta'ala anhu, Muhammad sallam के एक सहाबी, said that there was no person whom they loved more than the Nabi Hazrat Muhammad sallam, that Muhammad sallam was the person that he loved most, that he loved the most, कि मोहम्मद सल्लम एक ऐसे शख्स थे कि शायद ही उनसे ज़्यादा मोहब्बत उन्होंने किसी से की हो। Yet when he came to them, लेकिन फिर भी जब कभी वो मोहम्मद सल्लम के पास आए, मोहम्मद सल्लम उनके पास आए, they did not stand up for him because he hated their standing up for him. So whenever Muhammad sallam visited Anas radhiyallahu anhu, so Anas radhiyallahu anhu didn't stand for him because Muhammad sallam didn't like this activity. That जब भी मोहम्मद सल्लम उनके पास आए तो वो नहीं खड़े हुए, क्योंकि मोहम्मद सल्लम को उनका खड़ा होना पसंद नहीं था। Means Muhammad sallam was not giving much importance to himself, he was giving importance to others. He would himself, however, stand up when any dignitary came to him. Though Muhammad sallam disliked the standing of others for him, but Muhammad sallam always stood in the honor of the person that visited to Muhammad sallam. Dignitary means honorable person. So मोहम्मद सल्लम ने तो अनस रज़ी तआला के खड़े होने पे नाराज़गी का इजहार किया, लेकिन मोहम्मद सल्लम हमेशा ख़ुद खड़े हो जाते थे जब भी कोई मुअज़्ज़ज़ मेहमान उनकी तरफ आता। He had stood up to receive the wet nurse. Wet nurse means woman who cares for and breastfeeds children not her own. That Muhammad sallam's mother, who means foster mother, who treated him like a mother and breastfeeds her after the birth of Muhammad sallam. It was the custom of the time, it was the tradition of that time in Arab that people used to take children to their home and feed them for some rewards. सो मोहम्मद सल्लम की रज़ाई वालदा जो थी, वेट नर्स, रज़ाई माँ दाई, जो कौन थी? हज़रत हलीमा रज़ी अल्लाह तआला अन्हा थी. हु हैड reared him, grown up him, पाला था उनको, him in infancy when Muhammad sallam used to drink milk and would spread his own sheet for her. आप सल्लम की रज़ाई वालदा जब उनसे मिलने आती तो आप जिन्होंने उनको शीरख्वारी में पाला था तो आप सल्लम उनके लिए अपनी चादर बिछाते. मीन्स he always respected him as an elder, as a guest. His foster sister means Razai Behan, the daughter of Halima रज़ियल्लाहु ताला अन्हा, was given similar treatment. उनके साथ भी ऐसा ही सलूक किया जाता था. Means Muhammad sallam always respected his foster mother and his foster sister in the same way and always respected them. जब भी आप सल्लम की रज़ाई वालदा जिन्होंने उनको शीरख्वारी में पाला था वो आती तो आप सल्लम उनके लिए खड़े हो जाते और उनके लिए अपनी चादर बिछाते. His foster sister was given similar treatment और उनकी रज़ाई बहन के साथ भी यही सलूक किया जाता. So dear students, today we have discussed three other paragraphs. In these paragraphs we have discussed 4 points that Muhammad Sallam's life was very simple. That Muhammad Sallam at the time of death had only a mule, a few alms and a piece of land. And the etiquettes of life, Muhammad Sallam taught us the etiquettes of life, that he used to visit ailing person and exhorted all the Muslims to do likewise. He helped his companions while digging the ditches. And similarly Muhammad Sallam also taught us that we should give importance to everyone. Muhammad Sallam always gave importance to everyone. If someone is saying something in his ears, he would not turn away until one had finished. And similarly he also didn't withdraw his hands when someone is shaking hand. So Muhammad Sallam gave importance to everyone. And the third thing, that Muhammad Sallam respect for elders and guests. Muhammad Sallam always gave importance to elders and guests. As Muhammad Sallam's foster mother visited him, so Muhammad Sallam stood up in his favor and spread his sheet for her, and also treated his foster sister in the same way. So dear students, today we have discussed these 4 points: simple life, etiquettes of life, importance to everyone, respect for elders. Now what's your task? You are going to answer me these 4 questions and write these on your notebooks and send pics to me. So what is the first question? Why Muhammad Sallam led such a simple life? Second question, as I have answered you that Muhammad Sallam's life was an example for us. So the second question, write down 3 etiquettes of life that you have learned from the life of Muhammad Sallam. The third question, how did Muhammad Sallam give importance to everyone? And the fourth question, how did Muhammad Sallam treat the guests? Thank you so much.